In this quick video guide, we're going to see how we can work with multiple Blender projects and how we can bring one project into another. So how we can basically link and append, which are two operations you can do. So I'm going to start with some examples here. I've created a little bit of scenes right here. So I want to start with the general, which is the one you should usually find. So if you want to bring something in here, maybe something you downloaded from the web or another Blender project you're working at, you need to go to File and you need to look for the link and append commands. Otherwise, we can go directly in the folder, and these are my Blender files right here. So let me look for picture frame. I can click, drag and drop the file directly like this. So you can open, you can link, you can append. Also, something you can do, I think only in Windows, not in Mac, it's open up two files and you can just take the object and just copy and paste it. So just like doing Control C, Control V as usual, you will do in other software. So if I do Control C, copy, and then I'm going to go to the other scene and do Control V. Now, what about the textures and the materials? You need to make sure they are packed. So to see that, we need to go in the shading, and you can see these are not packed. These are linked textures. So you want to make sure these are packed if you want to export also the image without taking care of the folder that you stored the image. So I'm going to go to File and go to External Data and Pack Resources. So this will make sure that everything is packed, and when I export or copy and paste, everything will be in there. You can see this icon changed. So now that I copy this, so again, select Control C, and I'm going to close this. And I can do here Control V, and there's my picture frame right there. So this is one way we can do it. And let's see if also we have the materials. So I'm going to go up here, third sphere, and you can see everything is right there. So just plain and simple copy and paste. This is one option. If you want to transfer files, 3D objects, textures, and materials from one Blender project into another. So just plain copy and paste. And then we have the possibility to link and append. So append means that everything will be embedded into your scene, just like we have done like here, we copy and paste. So I'm going to select this again, and is getting into this file folder. So what do I want to bring in? So let's say I want to bring in a mesh. So I'm going to go here, and you see I have three different mesh objects. Now this is also showing why it's important to give names when you're working, and not leaving just the cube name or plane 001. So make sure you give names in order to select the correct object. We can also hold the shift key and select multiple files, and let's go append, and there you go. So now we have the different files right here, and they also have the textures inside. Now, the other way is to link. So now I'm going to open up a new Blender scene so I can show you how it works. But essentially, you're linking the two files, meaning that the original will stay like live. So if you change the original, also the copy in the other scene will be updated. So let me just make something else with this cube. So I'm going to go to edit mode. And also, if you're interested, you can check the Blender video courses in the channel if you want to know more, or if you're having problems with this. So I want to just do a simple editing here with extrude. I want to create like a T shape. So I'm going to use the extrude along normals. Okay, so this is going to be pretty specific shape that I can see. And also I'm going to give another name here. Let's call this T. Okay, so I'm going to save as into my Blender folder. I'm going to call this T and save. Okay, Now I can close this. Well, actually, no, I don't want to close it. I want to keep it here. So I'm gonna drop it down and I'm gonna link it into this other scene. So I'm gonna go to File, Link, and let's go to the T scene. So up, let's look for the T, there we go, link, and select the mesh, which apparently is called cube. I don't know why. Let's save it. So link, and there you go. So we have now this shape right here, but it's linked. So if I go here and go to edit mode, it's going to tell me, no, you cannot do this because this is not editable here. You need to edit the original. So I'm going to go back to the original. There we go. And here in the data of the mesh, I'm going to change the name also right here. So I'm going to call this T. Okay, now it has a different name, also has it here, but you know, this mesh is referring to this data, the object data that are right here. Okay, and now let's change this into something else. So I'm gonna go to edit mode again. Well, let's make something visible that we can understand. So maybe I'll just take, I'm just gonna add a bevel. So I'm gonna go not in edit mode. I wanna go here and apply a modifier. So I'm gonna generate a bevel modifier. There it is. Okay, so I have bevels all around here. I'm gonna increase also the amount of the bevel, so we can see that this is different from the previous one. And be careful to apply the modifiers because this then will be like embedded or built in the actual mesh. So let's save and let's go back to the previous scene. Okay, so let me show you here. So up here in the outliner, you have different types of menus. So, or list or display mode, actually, they're called. So this one here is the view layer. If you go down, you will find Blender file. And this is good to check the files in the scene and also the ones that are linked. For example, this one that is our T blend. And now we will just right click, and from here you can relocate or reload if you make some changes. So let's do reload, and there it is. So that's the updated version. Or you can just, link it again or append it again. Now, this will be all for this video guide. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated for more. If you want to thank us, support us, please join the channel. Check our other courses in Blender, 3D modeling, 3D rendering, much more. Thanks, and see you in the next video guide.